Alfonso Albaisa is a senior vice president from global design for Nissan Motor Co. Ltd. He is responsible for developing bold and expressive designs for all brands of NML including Nissan, Infiniti, and Datsun. The logo, which has been 3 years in the making, was initiated in 2017 by Nissan's Senior Vice President of Global Design Alfonso Albaisa. Albaisa set up a design team led by Tsutomu Matsuo with the brief of updating the company's brand identity to something thin, light, and flexible. The name Nissan originated in Japan when founder Yoshisuke Aikawa became president of Nihon Sangyo in 1928. The name of the company, Nissan, can be translated from the Japanese as a sun product or a birth of the sun, and the brand's visual identity has always been a good reflection of the name's meaning. Primarily dealing in foundries and auto parts, Nihon Sangyo debuted on the Tokyo Stock Exchange by its ticker name Nissan in 1933. Because it has competition-winning, highly acclaimed engine, the RB26 and RB26DTT is an inline six-cylinder turbocharged engine that is capable of handling high levels of modifications. Not only this, the car has a remarkable all-wheel drive system. This is what makes it so special. Do you know the R32 was so good that it was banned because it was constantly winning the Bathurst and the Touring Car Championships? It was named the Godzilla right after. Why is this car called Skyline, or what is Skyline? The Skyline name originated from the Prince Automobile Company, which developed and sold by the Skyline line of sedans before merging with Nissan Datsun. The original Skyline was launched by the Prince Motor Company in April 1957 and was powered by a 1.5-liter engine. Later iteration, launched in 1964, called the Prince Skyline GT, was powered by production totaled 100 units, was powered by a 2.0-liter G7 inline 6 engine shared with the Prince Glorious sedan. It had a single carburetor engine rated at 78 kilowatts and 92 kilowatts. Below jersey, creator and logo. Franz Xavier Riemspies was born in 1900 in Wiener Neustadt and became a Porsche designer in 1934. At the age of 15, he joined Austro Daimler as an engineering draftsman, where he met Ferdinand Porsche. Nikolai Borg claims he developed the logo in June 1939, under the direction of Nazi engineer Fritz Todt. Volkswagen denies any involvement and claims the logo was submitted for copyright in 1938. Why is the car brand called Volkswagen? The Käfer was a Nazi vanity project that began construction in 1934, where the Volkswagen brand began. In 1938, the company's name was changed to Volkswagen Work GmbH, and its primary facility was established in Wolfsburg. During World War II, was production of the Volkswagen was halted, and military vehicles and other munitions were instead manufactured with forced labor. According to VW, the Beetle GRC's power-to-weight ratio enables a 0 to 60 time of just 2.1 seconds. All-wheel drive and 17-inch Yokohama race rubber help put all the power down. As to front and rear limited slip diffs, body kit reminds us the new Beetle RSI from more than a decade ago. The car is endowed with 9.1 inches of suspension travel, and ZF dampers are used to make the edge of everything global rallycross might send this Beetle's way. Why is the car brand called Beetle? The Beetle was originally intended as part of Adolf Hitler's plan for a people's car in German, a Volkswagen. The Nazis turned to Ferdinand Porsche, the brilliant engineer who later lent his name to the sports car company. The first Beetle was assembled in 1938, but production was disrupted as German manufacturing shifted to a war footing. Mustang creator and designer Gail Halderman was one of the top car designers at Ford Motor Company. Started work on Mustang project in 1962. While designing products for 1965 on the grill, he even had an Absor Cougar insignia curled, like the pony on the production Mustang's mug. Philip Thomas Clark was born on October 27, 1935, in Iowa, and moved to Tennessee with his family in 1942. He worked for both GM and Ford and was responsible for the Ford Mustang and Ford Capri. Why is this car brand called Ford? The Henry Ford Company, which traded freely on Ford's early repute as an inventor and racer, fired him in 1902 due to the fact he turned into spending all his time growing a race car, now no longer a passenger car, in line with Encyclopedia of American Business and Biography. After Ford turned into Gun, the business enterprise turned into renamed Cadillac after Anton Lamet de Lay Malthe Cadillac, the French nobleman who based Detroit in 1703. The business enterprise became part of General Motors in 1909. In stock form, the 319 Mustang was a low to mid 15-second performer. Car and Driver reported a 14.8-second ET and even complained that the car was not in optimum tune. High Performance Cars magazine said it took a set of sticks and traction bars to register their 14.95-second time. However, when packed into a light Mustang, you have a pretty impressive machine. Why this car brand called Mustang? The Ford Mustang has undergone a number of model redesigns. The car was named after the P-51 Mustang, a fighter plane during World War II. The name Mustang was possibly coined by President Harris Mustang's executive stylist. Aston Martin creator. Zapp was born in Nuremberg during the turbulent times marked by the German Revolution of 1918 to 1919 in Munich and Berlin, the end of World War I, and Zapp was one of the last surviving survivors of the Spanish flu pandemic. Why is this car called Aston Martin? Aston Martin was founded in 1914 by Lionel Martin and Henry Martin Robert Bamford. Founded on a stretch of road in Herefordshire, England, known as the Aston Hill Climb. Aims to provide cars specifically for the racetrack, specializing in speed quiet luxury. Competition cars established to be strain on finances. However, an Aston Martin modified hands many times till Warfare 2. The V8 Vantage could race from 0 to 62 miles per hour in about 5.5 seconds. For a car from 5 decades ago, Aston Martin definitely made way for the future of supercars. Even comparing it to the modern day supercar, such as the Aston Martin DBX 707 that boasts 3.3 seconds, it is impressive. Why is this car brand called V8 Vintage? The V8 Vintage was born in 1977, and since this model has proven to be truly iconic. Because of that, many people already know what kit it features. However, not everyone does, and it's pretty exciting and fun to run through it time and time again. As the Martin V8 Vintage from 1977 was outfitted with a reliable A&D strong unit, a 5.3-liter V8 engine and 4x4 all-wheel drive. The second generation of the V8 Vintage saw an engine upgrade to a more powerful 6.2-liter unit. Ferrari creator designer. Count Francesco Baracca was Italy's top fighter ace of World War I. He was created with 34 aerial victories in World War I. The emblem he wore on his plane of a black horse prancing on its two rear hooves inspired Enzo Ferrari to use it on his racing car and later in his automotive company. He was the son of a landowner from Lugo di Romana. Why Ferrari use horse? According to Ferrari, Papa Enzo took the logo from an image of a red horse painted on the fuselage of Count Francesco Baracca, an ace pilot in the Italian Air Force and a World War I hero. Why is this car called Ferrari? Ferrari comes from the Latin ferrum, which implies iron. In Italian, the word evolved from the years into Ferraro, or blacksmith. Ferrari is the third commonest last name in Italy. It's a descriptor of Ferraro. The FXXK Evo uses the same hybrid drivetrain as the regular FXXK model. The FXXK Evo is a hybrid car that combines a 6.3-liter V12 gasoline engine and an electric motor. Total output sits at 1036 horsepower, while torque is rated at 664 pound-feet. For reference, that's an extra 86 horsepower compared to the LaFerrari. Why is this car brand called FXXK Evo? The FXXK is Ferrari Analysis Associated Degree Development vehicle supported to the brand. First hybrid sports car, the LaFerrari. The K within the new car name refers to the mechanical energy recovery system that is employed to maximize performance. The FXXK isn't meant to be utilized in competition and was developed to provide an uncompromising expertise to the driver.
Believe me, take into your hands a plan. Your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the fucking hours it takes to get some power. Don't be fucking sour, take a cold shower, scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder, and fuck all the doubters. They're just fucking downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm pissed off at these fucking clowns who were up top, they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all wanna ring. Yeah, we all wanna be free. So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing. Do you got heart? Are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs. Are you willing to go bleed? I swear to God they